Okay, so we do need a support for your spider fitting, and we'll create something similar like a glass support right here using an in-place family model. So you want to go to your section view and you'd like to measure this, right? So you want to measure this under modify, measure. So that's about 5,000, right? So our glass support will be 5,000 millimeters high. It will start here in the first floor. I do know this is 1,000 right here. So base offset of 1,000, and then this is 2,000 right here. So that could be a top offset. Okay. So go back to your first floor plan, and this is my core, and I'm going to place a support right here. So to do that, we go to architecture. Instead of clicking component, the button, you click on the down arrow. And you see there, model in place. So we're going to actually create a family, but we're going to model it in place. So model in place. So click model in place. And so there are different categories that you can model or use to model your column support. So I do know that's a column, so I'll use columns. Okay, click OK. And then we're just going to say glass underscore column. See, it brings you to the family editor. Remember this, right? That's a family editor. So what I need to do is I'm going to create a glass profile here using an extrusion because it's a straight columnar glass support system. So I'm just going to use extrusion. So click on extrusion, and then I have here my sketch tools. So I'm going to say use the line tool. Let's say maybe from here, so it supports my web, and then maybe at an angle of 70. 70 is good. Click. Okay. And then escape. I'm just going to mirror this. So mirror DM by drawing an axis. So DM is the shortcut. So click the midpoint. So draw the axis. That creates a mirror of the first line that I have drawn. Go back to my line tool. So connect the dots. Back here. Connect that. Okay. So now that I have my profile, that's not how a glass support looks like, but that's my design, so I'm good with that. So this one should start at extrusion starts at 0, and then it goes up to 5,000. And then I can adjust that later, but for now I'm good with it. So 0, 5,000 depends on your curtain wall height. Okay, so we'll start with that, and then I'll click on the finish edit mode to create my support. Okay, go to the 3D view. Here's my support. Okay, so it starts at level 1 actually, So if I go to my wireframe view, notice that it starts at level 1 and that's my 5,000. So I do want it maybe at the ground floor or maybe at the edge of my window or curtain wall. So I'll just select this. Maybe I'll start at the ground floor, but have it start at extrusion height of, let's say, 1,000. There you go. So it starts there, and then if that's 1,000, I need I guess 1,000 more there. So 6,000, and look at your, go back to your section view. See if that worked. Yep, did work. So I had to start at 1,000 from the first floor. So instead of 0, and from the start point, I actually needed 1,000 more. So that now supports my spider fitting. And once I've done that, I can now go back to my section view, not section view, sorry, first floor view, and copy this to the other spider fitting. So while this is selected, I can say copy. Make sure you select multiple so that you can copy it twice. And make sure you click on constrain so that it doesn't move to a diagonal direction. So select this point. Since I selected that endpoint, I need to also click that same endpoint there, number 1, and that same endpoint here. I'm done with my copying. I'll say finish. Go to my 3D view, save the project when prompted, and there's my support. You can build your support as you wish. You can make it a square starting from the ground, going to the ceiling, but I'll just build it that way. So that's your support. So again, let's go to a shaded view. You can now select this, edit the type. Since this should be made out of glass, I can change, let's see. I think I need to double click on it and change it, double click on it and change the material here. Change this to a glass material. There you go. Say glass. So you do want a, if you have a tempered glass, glass fiber, glass, select one of those. There it is. So tempered glass. Okay. And click on use render appearance. So this is the render appearance. Now the graphics will show it, if you're in a shaded view, will show it in a gray tone. So by clicking use render appearance, it actually will try to average out the rendered image and place that here. And from here, you can still further adjust by unchecking the render appearance. And you want it a little bit darker, you can do so, but you need to uncheck use render appearance to be able to adjust. Okay, so that's a little bit darker. I'll click on OK and click on done. Okay, now look at it in a realistic view or a shaded view. Did it work? Nope, looks like it didn't work. Well, let me do that again. So select one, material, Go back here and say glass, tempered glass. Click OK. There you go. I guess I need to do that here as well. Glass, tempered glass. There you go. And one more. I should have selected all of them, but anyway, glass, tempered glass, click OK. Nice. Okay. Click OK. And